Thanks a million. Yeah. Let me get my mic out of the way. Yeah. Go right ahead. Here's Del Webb, ladies and gentlemen. Mr. Del Webb, owner of the Yankees. Mr. Webb, how do you feel?
Well, I feel all right.
Wonderful. Magnificent, wasn't it?
I don't know what I can say.
What do you think of that little
Rizzuto, that Henry, from those guys?
Aren't they terrific?
Poor Joe DiMaggio out there. Can't hardly stand up. Here's this Yogi.
Yeah, and Yogi on. Here's the guy that did a wonderful job with those pictures. And his boy that won the pennant today, because Jim had him out there in Portland when he was manager of Portland. He brought Rashy along and prepared him for the Yankees. And I know, Jim, you feel especially proud right now.
Well, I tell you, Mel, I'm as happy as I've ever been in my life. I wanted to win this pennant this year above anything I've ever wanted in baseball. In fact, if there was no other way for us to win, I'd have given somebody my cut to take it just for free. That's how bad I wanted to win it. And I was, when Rashy pitches, I'd suffer with him along with the other fellas, but I don't know, I have a soft spot in my heart for him, and he did a great job. In fact, it was just perfect. If your leading pitcher finished the season and finished the pennant.
Well, Jim, I know that he must have had it today.
Yes, he did. He played a wonderful ball game.
I'm glad to hear that. Thanks a million. What's that, Sergeant? Yeah. Yeah, well, I had all the names on there today, Sergeant. Yes, sir. Sergeant Winter. Thank you very much. I want to get George Weiss, the Yankees general manager, vice president, who really suffered through a season, and he's done a magnificent job. It's his first pennant and his capacity. It's your first Major League pennant, George.
First Major League pennant.
I know you got.
I'm too excited to talk.
Well, congratulations, George, and I'm excited myself. The Yankees, I just want to shake their hand, and I just want to shake your hand and say it was a wonderful fight and a great club. And Rabbit, what you seen this team a lot this year?
I've seen them all year long, and I never thought for a minute they were going to be defeated, but champs today.
And here is Frank Graham, brilliant columnist in the New York Journal of America.
There isn't very much I can say, Mel. It was really terrific. I've never seen anything quite like it as long as I've been covering baseball.
Thanks a lot, Frank. And they're taking pictures right and left. Here's Lou Burton over here. Buck O'Neill. How about saying a word? Right, look out for my line, fellas. Here's Buck O'Neill.
Well, I spent 20 years with the Yankees, traveling with them. I think this is the greatest and the most courageous team that I've ever seen. They won the greatest pennant in all the history of baseball. I traveled with their manager from Boston to Manila, and I say he's one of the greatest of all time. 3 cheers for the Yankees and 3 cheers for Casey Stengel.
Thanks a lot, Buck. Here's Jim McCulley, the Daily News. Jim.
Hello, fans. I just witnessed the Yankees winning their 1949 pennant, and I say that the one man that did the most was Joe DiMaggio. His inspiration was the most terrific thing I've ever seen in my life in baseball.
And now, I just got to take this mic for a minute. Here's Joe McCarthy who's just come in. Show me the thing over here. Joe McCarthy and Casey Stengel, and pictures are being taken. And they're shaking each other's hands, and boy, they're just hugging one another. And it's terrific. Casey and Joe McCarthy shaking hands. And Joe just said that Casey did a heck of a job. He did a job. And there's a magnificent picture right here. Joe McCarthy and Casey Stengel with their arms around one another. And great sportsmen both. No, I won't. And Joe, would you just say a word? The people love you. Joe, they love you. You know, they love you in New York. Ladies, say a word. They love you, buddy. And Casey Stengel.
Well, I want to congratulate Casey Stengel. I think he's done a wonderful job this summer in handling the Yankees. And it's too bad that we both couldn't win, but it's one of those things. And Casey, congratulations again, and good luck in the series.
Thank you, Joe. I think you win so many, it's nice of you to allow me to have one.
That's very nice. Joe McCarthy and Casey Stengel there. And Casey's parting remark was a good one. Said, you won so many, it's nice to let me have one. And so the clubhouse here is pandemonium. That's an expression they all use. Here's Hy Goldberg from over at New York. Hy, you've been following this team a lot.
I can't talk now. It was too exciting. It was the most exciting ball. Last two games were anyway as exciting ball games as we've ever seen. They couldn't make it any closer. 1-0 up to the ninth inning. Enough to leave you with heart failure every day.
Here's Eddie Lopat. I didn't get you on the air a while ago, Steady Eddie. Are you steady right now?
I am right now, Alan. It's really a great thrill to win a pennant, and the way we did it today, and I mean, it was a battle all the way. I mean, now we know we've earned it.
How much did you work in the bullpen today?
Well, to tell you the truth, I didn't work at all.
You didn't work too hard. You're getting ready for the series.
That's right.
Thanks a lot, Eddie. You know, the way you handle the microphone, I hope you get that sports program this winter down in Arkansas talking about. Thanks a lot, Eddie. Here's Frank Kniff. Brilliant columnist of the Journal American.
Thank you, Mel. It's a wonderful scene here. This team certainly deserves it. And you know, one thing about this team, I think they've had more sports writers rooting for them than any team before. Don't you think so?
You're right. They've
really got everybody's heart and minded it. So a great team run.
Thanks a lot, Frank. Ira Seebacker of the Morning Telegraph, sorry, the World Telegraph, the Morning Telegraph, excuse me, Ira.
Well, they all agreed this was a tough series. I guess it's so. The two old-timers, Bill Dickey and Joe DiMaggio, said they never played a tougher one. Well, let's hope they get the World Series.
I don't know how the Dodgers are coming out right now, but here's Ray Howard, photographer. Wait just a minute, I'll get that from you in a minute. Here's Ray Howard of the Associated Press, photographer. Ray, what do you think of it?
Oh, I think it was the greatest game that Rashi ever pitched. And in here in the dressing room is the greatest place to make pictures, and we'll see them in tomorrow's papers by the Associated Press. Thank you very much, Mel.
Plug for the Associated Press. Louis F. Come in with international news. I'm too excited to name
Harvey Sharp, an international news caller, Mel.
You guys do a great job. We did want you to say hello. Here's Louis Efrat of the New York Times. Lou, what was the score of the Dodger game last you heard?
Mel, just about 20 seconds ago, I heard it was 7-7 going into the 10th inning.
7-7 going into the 10th.
That's right.
And the Cardinals already won their game, or is that not over
they
yet?
have scored two more in the top of the ninth. That gives them a pretty safe lead, Mel.
Yeah. Well, thanks a lot, Lou. What do you think of the Yankees?
I think just what you think, Mel. We love them.
Well, thanks a lot, Lou. I want to get my line. Excuse me just for a minute. Thank you, sir. I don't know how many of these players, hi, Keith, that I haven't had on, and those are Lenny Lewin of the Daily Mirror.
I want to coin a phrase for you, Mel. Well, how about that?
That's about the size of it, this year, believe it.
Yeah, well, listen, I'll tell you this. This has been one of the wildest finishes I've ever seen this last week. I don't think the ball players believe they can say.
I don't believe they do either. Here's the guy I know that's happy about it all, Hank Bauer.
Thank you, Mel. What a wedding present. Wow.
You're going to get married?
3 weeks from yesterday.
Oh, that's sensational. That's wonderful. Well, just moving around, and Vic, I haven't had you say a word. Here's the guy, ladies and gentlemen, that pitched the Yankees to the pennant today with his 21st victory, Vic Raschi.
Thank you, Mel. It's a real pleasure to win this one. It's the best victory I've ever won. Number 1 at 49.
That's well. Thank you very much, Vic, and I'm so happy for you. And here's old Tommy Burns. Come here, Tommy.
What do you say, Mel? What a day, huh? What a day.
The Dodgers just scored in the 10th inning. They're still at bat. And, Tommy, thanks a lot for saying hello. How you feel? Billy, did you say hello a while ago? I've been going out. Did you? Thanks a lot. And here's Joe Page. Smoky Joe, who really went out and busted it off yesterday to set it up for today.
How you doing, Mel?
Fine. How you doing, Keith?
Oh, boy, right now, wonderful.
That's well.
There's Valentine, too.
Valentine, ale, and beer. Okay. Freddie Sanford, how about a word?
Boy, this is the happiest day of my life, I'll guarantee you.
I know it is, Fred, and everybody feels that way. Gene, did you say hello, Gene Woodley?
Great to be a Yankee, Mel. That's all I can say. Great to be a Yankee.
Thanks ever so much. Well, folks, that's just about the size of it. Everybody is dashing around. Hey, it's John. Johnny, here's Johnny Mize.
Hello, everybody. What do you want me to say?
How you feel right now? That's all. Anything.
First, I can't talk for a week, can I?
Thanks. Talk for a week. Just say hello.
Well,
that's where you feel. Thanks, John. And Bobby Brown. Bobby,
how are you?
Boy, just wouldn't believe anybody could beat him now. I got they did.
Well, brother, you sure did a magnificent job through that stretch all year long to help them do it. And I hope you have as much success in this World Series as you had one 2 years ago.
I hope so too, Mel.
Thanks ever so much. As we stand around here, I want to have Bert Gumpert of the New York Post, who follows the Yankees, have a word here.
Well, I've just seen a finish of a pennant for the McGamus, the most courageous baseball club I've ever seen. It isn't a great club technically, but my God, how they make up for any deficiencies by their amazing spirit and courage. Winning yesterday again today was something to me out of this world, and I have been around baseball for many years. I've never been more impressed in my life.
Bert, thank you. What's this fellow's name from Akron over here? I can't think. Yeah, but don't let him. I mean, I know him. I can't think of it. I like Tom Gowdy over here, who used to be associated with the Yankees, now with Dumont Television. Say a word.
Mel, I'm speechless. It was terrific.
It really was, wasn't it?
How do you like that?
How about that? And here's Mr. Friedland, associated with the Yankees in a legal capacity. And because I said that, he's not going to make a long speech, but I know he wants to express himself.
Well, there's hardly anything anybody can say at this time. This celebration down here is simply wonderful. The boys deserve everything. Greatest game that I've ever seen.
Thank you very much, Mr. Freeland. Red. There was something, wasn't it? I guess we got about everybody except Mr. Webb's father. There's Mr. Webb's father, owner of the Yankees. How do you like that? Your son did a pretty good job, didn't he?
Yeah. What do we know about baseball? It's still the Yankees.
Thank you very much, sir. That's swell of you. I guess that's about all, friends. We could keep going around and around here all evening. But we've just been in the clubhouse here with a tremendous celebration going on as the Yankees won the pennant. Excuse me, would you mind my wire here? I want to see if, hey, Ed, Eddie Ramo. Hey, stop the umpires for a minute, will you? Hey, Patterson. Hey, Red Patterson. What? I wanted to get the umpires off. Charlie McManus. Just listen, Superintendent of the Stadium, how do you feel, Charlie?
Never better in all my years here.
Thank you very much. Bill Skiff of the Yankee organization and the manager of New York and Kansas City. Bill?
Well, hello, fans. It was the greatest finish I've seen in many years.
Well, thanks a lot. I sure appreciate that. Hey, Hugh Casey. Hey, Casey, come here just a minute. Pardon me just for a minute. You know, here's the situation developing. Hugh, are you eligible for the series? I mean, my excitement.
No, I'm not, Mel. I came in 5 days too late.
Yeah, it's too bad. Just going to say, with the Dodgers maybe getting in, you might have had the tables turned. I know that you pitched for the Dodgers against the Yankees in the 41 World Series.
I sure wish I was eligible to pitch against them again because I think I could beat them.
Then you could beat the Dodgers.
That's right, if they needed me.
Well, Hugh, what do you think of this ball club?
Well, to me, it's one of the greatest ball clubs I've ever been on. The spirit, the will to win. It's back when we had those great ball clubs in Brooklyn. It was the same way. We was never beat. We went right down to the last stage. Just like this ball club. They were just confident they were going to beat them the last 2 days of the season. And I walked in the clubhouse this morning, and everybody looked like we already had it cinched. Well, that's how happy they were.
Well, thank you very much. Here's a good friend of mine, Bill. Bill Corum, ladies and gentlemen. No more need be said. Bill?
Well, that was just a great finish, that's all. It couldn't have been better, and I'm so happy for Casey and Joe and all the Yankees and for all of New York. I think it was a great victory. But I must also say that I feel very sorry for Joe McCarthy in the bench, even though I was rooting for the Yankees. A great manager, did a great job, and hasn't had any luck in these playoffs. In other words, in photo finishes, Mel, Joe hasn't been